Now, I don't mean to confuse anyone, or I'm not saying that a cheaper glove is more better than an expensive glove. If that was the case, I wouldn't have got this one in the first place. So, hear me out. These are considered as the right type of gloves. Like, you should have complete protection, it should be leather, and it should have padding in all the right places. That's not wrong. But this also costed me more than 3,000 rupees, where a lot of things go wrong. Because not everybody is prepared to spend that kind of money on riding gloves. Maybe they're just on a budget, or maybe they still want some more time to gather enough money to get one. Where things go wrong is during that period, they decide not to use a glove at all. And that is what I'm not up for. If you have the money, definitely go for the good ones. But if you don't, here is a glove assembly that you can make for less than 500 rupees, which will last you for summer, winter, and rains. Check this out. Here is a glove everybody would know, Pro Biker. This one costs you around anywhere between 300 to 400 rupees. I got it as a gift actually, and when I check on Amazon, it is like around 340 rupees. We will be doing a direct comparison of this and the expensive one in a few minutes, but before that I need you to see this kit that I'm talking about, and then later I'll also show you what I'm currently using, and that might just help you out because there's a couple of hacks that I've done in that one too. So this is a cheap one, Pro Biker, 340 rupees. Does have the knuckle guards, does have ventilators, it is fabric so ventilation won't really be a problem, and then you have these rubber pads everywhere to give you some form of a support if you go scraping through the tarmac. Now this works well on a normal sunny day, but in winters, or if you're traveling to hill stations and the weather is very cold, this still gives you trouble, and you want to understand that your hands are what is actually controlling the bike. So you want to make sure they are as comfortable and warm as possible, because if it is frozen, you might just not have the fastest reaction time on it, and you need to be able to get to the brakes, to the indicator, to the clutch, sometimes almost immediately. So considering that in mind, I have a liner, an inner liner that I have, which I got from Decathlon for about 100 rupees. And this is what it looks like. Sure, you might have seen. It's fleece, so it's hardly any weight. It's like feather. So I end up having one of these, and this is winter, by the way. And then I put on these gloves. Now because it is fleece, very light and very flexible, I still don't have any issues in the movement of my fingers, so doesn't matter at all. I just fold it on the glove, or if you want you can put it over the jacket, anyways that works. Now this will keep you warm enough for any winter day almost everywhere in this country. Now when you're not expecting it to happen, it does happen that nature decides to fuck with you and it starts raining. And then you're totally screwed, because now you have fabric gloves, they are wet, and it is raining, and it is cold. If you've seen my video about assembling a first aid kit for yourself, or if you have a decent first aid kit, you would have one of these. Now this is a rubber glove, which I did talk about in my last video about the medical kit. If you haven't seen that, go right ahead, see that. If you don't have a medical kit, you might want to assemble one, so I'll link that up for you. You can check that out after you're done watching this video. So this 5 rupee glove can just be put on, and it's skin fit. It's not gonna take any place, and you have a waterproof liner ready. In the rainy days, when the weather is okay, this works out. It is a rubber glove that fits to your skin, so definitely no issues with the mobility there. If it is a rainy day, which is very cold, or if you're riding in the snow, I'm pretty sure if you're going to a snowy place, you'll be more prepared. But if that situation comes up and you're not prepared or you don't have the budget, you put the rubber glove, you put the fleece liner over it, like that. The rubber glove already does not pass breeze through it or air through it, which means it is not only waterproof but also contributes in keeping your hands warm. On top of that, you have a layer of fleece, and on top of that you have this glove, which fits perfectly. Now, do notice that I still don't have any issues with the mobility of my fingers. I can still operate everything. I can still switch my gears and use the indicators and hit the brakes, and you can still continue showing all the kind of signs that you might need when you're on the road that you want to use to communicate with any other driver. So all that works. And this costs me $340 for the fleece liner, another 100, so $440, and 5 rupees per glove for the rubber one. So that's like another 10 rupees. 450 rupees is what it basically costed me. Less than 500. I have a summer glove, winter glove, monsoon glove, everything. So this is not just something that I created. I did watch some videos and ended up buying this. When I used to ride my Pulsar, I used to use this assembly for my rides, and it worked out pretty well. And then I upgraded. Here is what I'm using now. These are Aspidas. Like I said before, 3,400 rupees leather, but you cannot use this in the rain. So it is like a total bummer. You have to put this inside, no liner, nothing will work. Not raining, awesome, the best thing in the world. If it is raining, you're done. Now, I do use these liners with the Aspida. So in case it gets too cold and even the leather glove cannot protect me, this thing also goes within the Aspida, and I have a full range of motion even in this and total protection anyways. So this is all good. But if it rains, I anyways can't use this. So I still carry the rubber glove because it is a part of my first aid kit all the time. But I use these. $199 or $299, something like that, from Decathlon, and these are some things that I got for my trek, the Himalayan trek that I went to last year. And this works out perfectly fine for me. It does give me the rubber padding over here for the grip, and if you're riding in the rain or if it is snowing, I don't know about you, but I'm at 40 kilometers per hour, I think. So I'm okay not having the best protection in the world at that time, because I'm anyways cautious, I'm anyways going slow, and no cornering and weird awesome stuff, no, nothing, just ride. In case you want the padding, you can spend money, get the rain gloves with padding and total waterproof. I am just not into it yet. Sooner or later I'll get one, but not yet. So this is the total glove collection that I have. In case I'm riding into the city, I normally just use the Pro Biker even right now. If I'm going for any ride more than 100 kilometers, the Aspida comes along. And if I see grey clouds, the rain glove also comes along. So in case you're in a budget and if you are not ready to spend thousands of rupees on gloves, do understand that right after your helmet, the gloves and the jacket are the two main things you need. You might be able to, or you can afford to push the plans of riding pants and alternatively get your knee guards and stuff like that, or you might be able to use a good ankle support steel toe trekking shoe instead of a riding shoe. They have alternatives. Your jacket and gloves don't. They are still your primary requirements, just as your helmet. If you are a motorcycle enthusiast. Having a cheaper glove is still good, way better than not having gloves at all. So if you don't have one, go to Amazon, get one of these. I'll put some link in description. It is affiliate links, yes, but yeah, if you just want to go and order, use those links, and it should work out. Comparison between these two gloves, here we go. The first thing that you'll notice, knuckles, both of them have hard knuckle support or knuckle guards, which is very important because when you are riding and you don't have that knuckle guard, if you don't have an ADV machine, you just have a street bike or a sport bike, your hands are exposed, and if you go hit something, this is one of the first things that will ram into the object, and breaking your knuckles is very easy. So good thing both of them have it, in spite of this being in a pretty a lower price range, that's like literally 10% of the other one. It still has a hard knuckle guard, good thing. Ventilation, this one has some dots over here, dots as in holes over here through which wind passes, and it has a vent here. But at the same time, these have some metal mesh type of a vent. Now, I'm not sure how well this works. Because it is a fabric, it passes through air anyways, so I don't feel very hot inside this. So I'm not sure if it is these vents that are working or is it just the fabric, but whatever it is, if you want ventilation, you won't have an issue with this. This does get sweaty at times because it is leather and it only has air passing through some places, but it doesn't make you feel very hot. For the protection that it offers, it's totally worth it. Now, in the front tip of your fingers, you do have rubber padding here, but you do have extra leather reinforced layers here. Now, in case you are scraping on the tarmac, this will definitely last more, but this is way better than having your skin rubbing on the tarmac directly. So keep that in mind. Insides, you do have an extra pad over here for the grip of your handlebar, and it does work amazing. This one has some plasticky dots all over the whole thing for grip, which also works. This one's better when it comes to grips of holding your handlebar. When you're scraping down, both of them have a protector for your bottom palm and superior. Okay. If you are just gonna fall and scrape on the ground a little, this will still protect you. If you're over 100 kilometers per hour, I don't think this will do much because the gloves is most likely to just tear off your hand and won't work. And that's about all the protection this one has. But this one additionally has a protector over here. The way this helps is you have this protecting the side of your palm, this protecting your wrist, and after this will come the elbow guard of your jacket. So you basically fall this way protecting, and you have this whole thing covered, and then you roll, you have the shoulder hitting where you also have a shoulder guard on your jacket. So it just works well together. So if you do have actual, or if you go for actual touring gloves, they'll have a bigger section of a protector over here, but this one, I just got this because I have a sports tourer and it just looks better on that, so this worked out well. But yeah, like I said, if you have the money, and if you don't, if you still need time, get that money, and whenever you have it, get one of these. And when you have some more money, get the rain gear or the rain glove, and all of them together, even if you get the best deals, will cost you somewhere like 5,000 bucks, both the gloves put together. But don't not buy gloves because you don't have that money yet. Start with this for now, better than not having anything. If you do have questions, put it in the comments. If you do have any doubts about how any of this works, put it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to share more information. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel for more similar content. I'll put a button somewhere on the screen that you can click on to subscribe. And if you want to get a notification every time I put a video, hit the bell icon, and have a nice day and ride safe. Thank you for watching.